Hey friends, my name is Steve Guttenberg and I am the audiophiliac, and today I'm going to do a headphone review. KZ KSA, great little headphone. And then after that review will come a mini music review. Some of you guys have pointed out I haven't done a lot of vinyl music reviews, so today I'm going to do a vinyl one just for you guys. But first, this guy here. The KZ's KSA 10. This puppy sells for $26. Because it's easy to remember, I can tell you that it sells for £26 in the UK on Amazon. First of all, if someone handed me this headphone, and I reviewed a lot of headphones and said, what do you think? How much does this puppy cost? I'd say, I don't know, 80, 100 bucks. It's £26, £26. So, but then I popped them in my ears. Just because they look cool doesn't mean they're going to sound any good. And I popped them in my ears, and you know what? They sound really good, especially the bass. Not that there's so much of it. It's just that it goes so deep. It's so tight. I was playing Anna von Hauswolf's newest one, whatever it's called, and she plays like a church organ, so there's like really deep bass on this recording. And this puppy, this gets you down there. It's like, and it's airy bass. It's not bloated, it's not thick, it's not muddy, it's very precise sounding bass. Mid-range is good. Now the treble, that's where, yeah, treble's a little hot for me, but you know what? It's so clean that with really good recordings, it's a nice sounding headphone. I mean, it's certainly not harsh sounding, it's just bright. So it's very airy, open, spacious sounding headphone. See how long that siren lasts. Oh, it's going to go away. So anyway, it's I love this headphone. I think it's fantastic for the money. And by the way, the cable is braided cable. It's all a mess here, but anyway, cable is, pop that out, replace it when it breaks, because I'm sure if you actually use this headphone for a while, the cable will eventually break. They always do, but you can replace the cable and you're back on the road again. So very nice for the money. Now, while I was doing that review, I did another KZ review, the KS10. This puppy, this guy. Interesting headphone. This one is, I think, $56. These prices are basically Amazon, on the KZ site on Amazon. And this guy has one, the KSA, by the way, has one, forget about this one for a second. The KSA has one 8mm dynamic driver and one balanced armature driver in each earpiece. So it's a two-way design. Forgot to mention that. Anyway, back to this guy here, the KS10. So the KS10 has 5 drivers in each earpiece. It has one dynamic driver, size unknown, unspecified by KZ. They want to keep that a secret. And 4 balanced armature drivers. So far, so good. And you know what? It's a really good sounding headphone. It's a much better sounding headphone than the KSA. It's twice the price, more or less. But I'm not recommending this headphone. First of all, when you get the headphone, the earpieces are not connected to these cables. And if you've never done this before, you will probably have a hard time figuring out how to actually do it. Maybe not, but I would imagine that some of you would. But the bigger problem than that is the nozzles on these earpieces. This is the nozzle, right? And it's very smooth, so the tip, the silicone tips, don't stay on that well. Well, trust me, I can't get back on right now. But it just they just fall off. They came off in my ears a few times, which is not fun to sort of fish it out of your ear. That's not what I call a good time in audiophile reviewing land. So I was annoyed enough by that I passed on doing a review, an official review, although I mentioned it in the KSA review. But KZ, I think they make a lot of headphones, a lot of different models. They kind of remind me of FiO in the early days. They're really pushing to make very, very affordable budget, rock bottom budget, very nice headphones. And we'll see where they go over the years. But KZ, you're not 100%, but your heart's in the right place, or your products are at least. As for the music review today, the vinyl music review is an oldie but goodie. Junior Walker and the All-Stars live. Very nice, right? Now, the thing that's interesting about this record, now I've always loved Motown records, but Motown records are very produced records, very tight, very precise records, and they didn't make a lot of live records in the 60s. This record actually came out in 1970, so it's the tail end of the first phase of the Detroit-based Motown label, Motown Detroit. Get it? Anyway, so you hear this record, and it's a different side of Junior Walker. Now, Junior Walker is a saxophone player. These songs are basically instrumentals, but he stretches out. I mean, Motown songs are 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes. These are 5 minutes or 6 minutes because there's just more room. And it's more about grooves and party music and fun. So it's just so interesting to hear a Motown artist in this different way. And that's pretty cool. So, you know, my goal with these music reviews that I'm tacking on to the end of the video, the audio part of the story, is just that, you know, I want to turn you on to stuff that you don't already know about. I'm not going to review the new Bruce Springsteen record when it comes out. If you're into Springsteen, you're going to go get it anyway. You're going to listen to it. You don't need me to tell you about it. But my goal here is to turn you on to music, old or new, that you never heard of, or most of you never heard of, and here's why it might be interesting to you. You know, music reviewing is tough because if you never heard the music and I can't play it thanks to, you know, copyright laws, well, it's always a gamble. But of course nowadays you can just listen to it on Spotify or Tidal or something and hear for yourself if it's of interest to you. So these are basically like suggestions. Check this out if what I'm saying about it is interesting to you. That's it for today. My name is Steve Guttenberg. I am the Audiophiliac. This is the Audiophiliac Daily Show. Thank you so much for watching. Please like them, share them, and most importantly, subscribe to this YouTube channel. And when you subscribe, there's this little bell that appears, and that, if you click on that, that means that every time there's a new video, you will get notified and you will know there's an exciting new chapter of the Audiophiliac Daily Show. See you then. Bye.